you guys already know that we're gonna do a post-fight analysis of this. All right. So Jake Paul wins a unanimous decision, meaningless unanimous decision, and Jake Paul admitted to doing what we all saw him doing, which was running. He felt that power, and he was trying to pick his shots, jump in and jump out. You know, Mike Tyson didn't have his time, and Mike Tyson looked every bit of 58 years old. And it was up to Jake Paul to basically make the fight. Now it's funny. I'm gonna go there. We all know if Jake Paul uh, was melanated, and let's just say Mike Tyson might have been somebody like, I don't know, Jerry Cooney or something, and Jake Paul was doing, and let's just say that you know what he was doing. Let's just say if he was darker and he was doing what he was doing, they would say he was running. But I don't want to make it about that. I think everybody, as boxing fans, I think we've had enough of this. Um, it's time for Jake Paul to fight somebody, and this is real. Well, we know what happened the last time he fought a fighter that was under under 30. He lost. Um, I hope this surprise comes for Jake Paul that we're expecting. And I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Yeah, hey, say what you got to say. I It kind of came like that. Somebody said, well, basically what was gonna happen was Jake Paul wasn't gonna knock Mike Tyson out, and Mike Tyson wasn't gonna knock Jake Paul out. I knew after the sixth round there wasn't gonna be a knockout. And then plus Jake Paul was scared to mix it up. So he didn't want to have that embarrassment because Jake Paul still wants to set up a super showdown with Canelo Alvarez. At the at Jake Paul is not going to fight anybody of substance. He will find his next. He will find his next truck driver to fight, or better be will destroy Jake Paul. Are you kidding me? Do you want to see Jake Paul carried out in a stretcher? I mean, if you think he was running from Mike Tyson, he really gonna be running from Arthur Beterbiev. But we're hoping that something happens tomorrow. And let's see how Jake Paul responds to this. Oh, Jaleel White. Yeah, the homie too raw here. But listen, all right, I've seen enough of this. I don't want to see I don't want to see Jake Paul anymore. This was the last con game that I've seen from him. The last time he fought a fight on the up and up, he lost. Mike Tyson, he made like $25 million to Jake Paul's 40. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation for Mike Tyson. I'm happy for Mike Tyson. But as far as boxing goes, I think for boxing purists, I guess you could say it's somewhat of a moral victory because you didn't see Mike Tyson get laid out. So Mike Tyson doesn't become a meme. He doesn't become a meme. And now it's going to look as Jake Paul, you know, fought a dude that was old enough to be his father. And I'm telling you, come morning time, Jake Paul is going to get ripped. When I say Jake Paul is going to get ripped to shreds, yeah, my God, Torian Rain here. I mean, this is I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm kind of lost for words a little bit. Y'all know this is what I do on a regular basis, but just watching this and I'm just shaking my head. I knew after the sixth round there wasn't gonna be a knockout. I knew Jake Paul was gonna play it safe. He would try to see Jake Paul swung for the fences, I think, in the fourth round. he tried to end the fight, and when Mike Tyson slipped it, ducked it, and I could tell you he saw those punches coming, and he was like, I just can't. Jake Paul was like, I can't get. It was one of those situations, I can't get knocked out by a 58-year-old man. So I'll play it safe. I'll pick my spots. I'm faster than him. He doesn't have his timing. He doesn't have the speed. He's old. His legs is gone. So, I'll just play it safe. I'll throw punches. I'll pick my spots. Because if Jake Paul really wanted to go for a knockout, he would have tried to go in there. Listen, Jake Paul is 27 years old. You should have went in there trying to slug it out with him. But I think when he got caught with that counter hook, he felt the power. He was like, okay, I don't want to get hit with too many of these. I don't want to get hit with too many of these, because if I get hit with 2 or 3 more of these, I might find myself getting picked up off the ground. Had Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson 10 years ago, Mike Tyson would have shellacked him. You got to understand, you still have the wear and tear on you from the previous fights. This is a man that fought quite a few amateur fights and then fought professionally, like at least 50 times? Over 50 times. So at the end of the day, you still had a wear and tear. Every time you fight, something leaves with you, leaves your body. You leave something in the ring. That's what they say. You leave it in the ring. So, Mike Tyson, he get to go home. He get a big paycheck. He get a $25 million paycheck. Mike Tyson probably will expand his marijuana enterprise. So, good for him. This was every bit of what Rocky Balboa. I don't know whether Mike Tyson got his tiger. I would not know. I mean, the money he made tonight, he could buy a few of them. I think at the end of the day, it's not about Mike Tyson losing to a YouTuber. It's about a YouTuber fighting a, extremely past his prime Mike Tyson. So what I think is going to happen tomorrow? Well, there's going to be a better card. There's going to be a better fight card tomorrow. There's going to be a fight card on Zone that I'm going to check out with Jose Ramirez and William Zepeda, versus Tevin Farmer and Jose Ramirez, Zurdo Ramirez. So I'm going to check that out. Like I said, I just don't know what to make of that. George Foreman is in his 70s. George Foreman is in his 70s. Like he 76 or something. I don't know, something. He's in his 70s. I just think Jake Paul is gonna have to stop circling the wagon, because now this is just coming across as a gimmick. And I know Mike Tyson said give him his respect. And at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are going to be like, it's just hard to respect somebody that does something like this. And the sad part about it was you were scared to engage with a 58-year-old man. So the other thing is, like, dude, you couldn't knock out a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. You were scared to engage. You were on your bicycle for the majority of the fight. I think a lot of people saw this as disappointing. Well, I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for him to fight somebody of substance, because that is not going to happen. I'm Listen, everybody was watching this fight. I can't wait to talk to my boss on Monday. I can't wait to talk to my supervisor. My supervisor is into he's a fighter himself. He does MMA. And my boss, he just can't stand Jake Paul. He hates everything he stands for. At this point, doing what's up? What's up? Oh, appreciate the donation. Um, Ben and Chris, I'm gonna be looking for your I'm gonna be looking for your Instagram tomorrow. So I'm definitely gonna bring some people on tomorrow. I'm gonna have some guests. I'm gonna have a panel. I'm gonna probably bring two Raw in here. Um, like I said, you guys, you just gotta excuse me. Like I said, I'm just a little lost for words. And the sad part about it is the best fight on the card was Amanda Serranos and Katie Taylor. Listen, the Barrios fight was good too. That was a really good fight. Really good fight. Shout out to Mario Barrios. Katie Taylor, even though a lot of people felt that the wrong person got the nod, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But to see this, I think a lot of people gonna have something to say about this. Hey, Miss D, what's going on? I just think a lot of people gonna have something to say about this. This is because, see, here's the thing: boxing pundits wasn't necessarily watching this. This was just people just curious about this. This was a spectacle, so everybody was curious to see this. And Mike Tyson was the sentimental favorite because people remember Iron Mike Tyson. Now, the funny thing is, Jake Paul, when I say tomorrow he gonna have such a target on his back, when I say every professional fighter and a mama gonna be calling him out. But see, the thing is with Jake Paul, how does Jake Paul and the Canelo fight happen? Because Jake Paul came in at well over 200 pounds. He came in at what, 220 something? So how does Jake Paul and Canelo even make sense? You talk, and Jake Paul's gonna say, "Hey, I ain't gonna slim down. I'm not gonna slim down to 175 for a Canelo fight." I mean, it had a lot of people there. I saw Mike Epps there. I saw Shaquille O'Neal there. They said it was quite a few celebrities there. They didn't show everybody that was there, but they're going to show the ones they can show. I'm probably sure Mike Epps was probably like, "Dang, they didn't show me. I'm Mike Epps." Of course, they showed Ralph Macchio. So and the funny thing was, I was supposed to go to that fight, but I'm gonna tell you another day what happened, why I didn't go cover that fight. Yeah, Amanda Serranos and Katie Taylor, that was a hell of a fight. That was a hell of a fight. I mean, they went at it. That was, you know, that was classic. But here's the thing though. The problem is with women's boxing versus men boxing, it's the whole dynamic of the 3 rounds, the 3 minute rounds. They fight 2 minute rounds instead of three. They can fight 3 minute rounds, but for the most part, they're usually sanctioned for 2 minute rounds. But I think they should regulate it and just make it to where they should just mandate it. They need to modify that to the point to where they just say, okay, from this point on, women fight 3-minute rounds. That's it. That's all. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate everybody. You know what? I didn't have no problems. I had a good signal where I live at. I mean, I live by the hills and everything. So, it's a lot of trees. So sometimes when I go live, that's why sometimes when I do the live streams and stuff and do the interview, sometimes I get a bad signals, but I guess ain't too many people on the internet right now. So sometimes I guess a lot of people on the internet in the area. That's why sometimes I get a bad signal, but not really that, Oh, February. Well, the PBC, they don't care for me too much. So, they don't care for me very much. So they don't like to credential me to cover their fights. So, the PBC, they really don't like me. But I just think the shenanigans in this facade, or should I say this charade with Jake Paul, I've seen enough. I don't want to see this anymore. We've had to put up with this for 11 fights now, or 12 fights. And I just think now he got to stop. Like, dude, either fight a actual active boxer or, stop calling yourself a professional boxer. Well, if they satisfied with that performance, then that's an L for them too, because it's not like he went in there and knocked out Canelo or did that to Terrence Crawford or did that to Caleb Plant. That'll because if they consider that a W, then they really showing how deep in trouble they are. I can't wait to see what the viewership is going to be. I want to see how many watch hours this fight had. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing, how many watch hours this fight had, so I can make an analysis. The question is Netflix going to be happy? Well, I saw Jake Paul, how his co-founder of MVP Promotions was looking. He didn't look too happy. He didn't look too satisfied. You could listen. A guy's demeanor says a lot, and I think he was like, okay, this wasn't a good look. Netflix is trying to get into sports deep, and for that to happen, I mean, I think Jake Paul's partner, I forgot what the dude's name is. I think he wanted to knock out. If go back and watch the fight and see how he was looking. When he saw the final bell ring, he had this look of disappointment, like, wow. And I think he know that the gig may be up. I can tell you right now, when I say that Jake Paul tomorrow is going to mercilessly get ripped to shreds, I can't wait. But tune in tomorrow, you guys. I'm finna get some rest. Gotta do some late night grocery shopping. But thank y'all for tapping in. It's your boy Town. I'm out.